Good evening. This is All India Radio and I'm Anuja Kumar with the news at 9. The headlines. GST Council cuts rates on several commonly used goods and services. Rationalizes 28% slab. Movie tickets and TVs to become cheaper. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says government's flagship schemes are women-centric, accuses previous government of denying empowerment to women. In Karnataka, 8 Congress ministers inducted into Kumaraswamy cabinet. Prime Minister cautions police forces against the dark forces of radicalization and divisive elements exploiting caste fault lines. 6 terrorists, including close aide of Zakir Musa, killed in an encounter in Pulwama district of Jammu and Kashmir. Cold intensifies in North India. Mercury dips to almost minus 16 degrees Celsius in Leh. And in sports, Premier Badminton League begins in Mumbai. The GST Council today cut rates on 23 commonly used goods and services, including TV screens, movie tickets and power banks. Briefing media after meeting of the Council in New Delhi this evening, Finance Minister Arun Jaitley said monitors and TV screens up to 32 inches and power banks will attract 18% GST as against 28% earlier.
जितने भी आम आदमी के लिए इस्तेमाल के आइटम है उसमें प्रेडोमिनेंटली सीमेंट और कुछ हद तक ऑटो पार्ट को छोड़ के बाकी सबको 28 से आज के डिसीजन के बाद हटा दिया। जो आज आइटम्स थे उसमें एग्रीकल्चरल यूजर्स के लिए पुलिस, ट्रांसमिशन शेफ्ट, क्रैंक्स, गियर बॉक्सेस, मॉनिटर्स एंड टेलीविजन स्क्रीन्स इसको रिवाइज किया है। रीट्रीटेड टायर्स, पावर बैंक्स ऑफ लिथियम आयन बैटरीज, कुछ छोटे आइटम हैं, वीडियो गेम्स एंड अदर स्पोर्ट्स रिलेटेड आइटम्स, उनको भी हटा दिया गया है। ये सब 28 से 18 में ले आए हैं।
GST on movie tickets costing up to 100 rupees was cut to 12% from 18%, while tickets over 100 rupees will attract 18% tax against 28% earlier. Accessories for carriages for specially abled persons have been brought down to 5%. Mr. Jaitley said the new GST rates will be effective from 1st of January next year. He said the annual revenue implication of the rate cuts will be 5,500 crore rupees. Mr. Jaitley said the services supplied by the banks to Jan Dhan account holders will be exempted from GST.
Services supplied by banks to basic saving bank deposit accounts and holders of the Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana accounts will be exempted from any GST taxation.
The Finance Minister said now 28% slab rate is applicable on cement and auto parts and luxury items like air conditioner and dishwasher. He said the Law Fitment Committee will take a view on GST on real estate in the next meeting. Prime Minister Narendra Modi had said earlier this week that his government is working to ensure that 99% items are brought under 18% or lower GST slabs. The film industry has wholeheartedly welcomed the decision to reduce GST on cinema tickets. President of Producers Guild of India, Siddharth Roy Kapoor, has thanked the government on behalf of the Indian film industry and said it's a progressive step. More from our correspondent.
The GST Council's decision to reduce the tax rate of movie tickets have been welcomed by personalities from the Bollywood fraternity. The slashing of tax rate comes as a Christmas and New Year bonanza, not only for the film industry, but also for the cinema goers who are planning to visit theatre with their loved ones. Prominent among those who have welcomed the government decision to reduce tax rate on movie tickets include veteran actor Anupam Kher, Akshay Kumar, and the chairman of the Central Board of Film Certification, Prasoon Joshi. FICCI too has welcomed the move. Kunal Shinde, AIR News, Mumbai.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that women empowerment has been the central focus of BJP. He was addressing the National Convention of BJP's Mahila Morcha at Trimandir, a temple complex in Adalaj near Gandhinagar this evening. The Prime Minister said NDA government's flagship schemes like Ujjwala and Beti Bachao Beti Padhao are women-centric. He said 70% of beneficiaries are women in Mudra Yojana. Mr. Modi said these initiatives have helped women emerge as a strong voice.
हमारा ये संगठन नारी शक्ति और नारी सशक्तिकरण की एक मजबूत आवाज बनकर के उभरा है। नारी शक्ति को लेकर भारतीय दृष्टिकोण सामाजिक एकात्मता के आग्रह से प्रेरित रहा। संगठन में भी हमारा ये मजबूत विश्वास रहा है कि महिलाएं एक कुशल और अनुशासित मैनेजर होती हैं, संगठनकर्ता होती है।
Mr. Modi accused Congress of ignoring women's empowerment during its rule.
देश की महिलाओं को बुनियादी सुविधाएं देने तक की प्राथमिकता जिनकी नहीं रही, उनकी नीयत और सोच क्या है, इससे पूरा देश परिचित है। वहीं नारी के सम्मान, सुरक्षा और समृद्धि के लिए भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकारें एक एक कार्यकर्ता का समर्पण दुनिया के लिए एक प्रेरणा का केंद्र बिंदु है।
The Prime Minister complimented women, saying that they are born entrepreneurs and innovators. He announced that for the promotion of women entrepreneur partnership in MSME, mega companies will have to purchase minimum 3% product from women entrepreneurs. In Karnataka, the much-awaited expansion and reshuffle of the H.D. Kumaraswamy cabinet took place today. Governor Vajubhai Wala administered the oath to 8 cabinet-ranked ministers in Raj Bhavan. The coalition partner Congress has dropped 2 ministers and inducted 8 new faces under its quota. JDS has not decided to fill its share of 2 cabinet berths. The Congress has dropped Ramesh Jarkiholi, the Municipal Administration Minister, and also R. Shankar, an independent who held the portfolio of Forest and Environment. This is the second cabinet expansion of the coalition government. On June 6th, 25 ministers were inducted in the first cabinet expansion. Under power-sharing arrangement reached by coalition partners, Congress has got 22 cabinet berths and JDS 12. More from our correspondent.
Raj Bhavan Road in Bengaluru was brimming with supporters of sworn-in ministers who had gathered in large numbers, beating drums and bursting crackers. There was a minor heartburn too when the supporters of Congress, MLA losing ministerial berth, held protest nearby. Satish Jarkiholi, MP Patil, C.S. Shivaldi, R.V. Timmapur, M.T.B. Nagaraj, E. Tukaram, P.T. Parmeshwar Nayak and Rahim Khan were inducted into the cabinet. Timmapur is member of the upper house and all others are members of the lower house. Congress party also announced chairmen for 19 boards and corporations to accommodate other leaders. Sudhindra, AIR News, Bengaluru.
A Delhi court today sent alleged middleman in Augusta Westland helicopter deal, Christian Michel, to Enforcement Directorate's custody for 7 days. The court also dismissed the bail plea of the British national. Michel was arrested on December 5th after being extradited to India from Dubai and was sent to CBI custody. The court allowed the ED to interrogate him inside the courtroom for 15 minutes after the agency sought his custodial interrogation. Michel was arrested after that. The ED had sought his arrest in a money laundering case. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. You can also log on to our website newsonair.nic.in. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has urged the police forces across the country to be vigilant in countering the dark forces of radicalization and to engender trust among all communities. Mr. Modi was addressing the valedictory ceremony at the Conference of Director Generals and Inspector Generals of Police at Kevadia in Gujarat today. Touching a note of caution, the Prime Minister noted that caste fault lines are being exploited by divisive elements for short-term gains. He urged the police forces to continue working for the unity and integrity of India. Mr. Modi exhorted to strengthen the forces that promote unity and isolate divisive forces at the grassroots level. The Prime Minister also emphasized the need for capacity building in the police forces on the subject of cyber security. He praised the police forces for their success in countering terrorism and limiting it to a small geographic area of the country. The Prime Minister said the people of India are in particular proud of the police force in Jammu and Kashmir for their role in countering terrorists and successfully engaging them. Mr. Modi announced an annual Sardar Patel Award for contribution towards national integration, which will be open to all Indians. The Prime Minister also presented President's Police Medals for distinguished service to Intelligence Bureau officers. He also released a commemorative postage stamp on the National Police Memorial. The Prime Minister also launched the portal of the Cyber Coordination Centre. Home Minister Rajnath Singh, Ministers of State for Home, Hans Raj Ahir and Kiran Rijiju were present on the occasion. 6 terrorists were killed in an encounter with security forces in Pulwama district of Jammu and Kashmir today. According to sources, a close aide of terrorist commander Zakir Musa was among the slain terrorists. Police said the forces launched a cordon and search operation in Arampora village of the district following specific inputs about the presence of terrorists there. As the forces zeroed in, the terrorists opened fire. The security forces retaliated, which led to a gunfight. Talking to AIR, Inspector General of Police Kashmir Range SP Pani said huge quantity of arms and ammunition were recovered from this site. Mr. Pani thanked local people as there was no collateral damage during the operation.
आर्मी, सीआरपीएफ और जेएनके पुलिस एक ऑपरेशन लॉन्च किया है तराल एरिया में। इस ऑपरेशन में 6 दहशतगर्द मारे गए हैं। भारी मात्रा में आर्म्स एंड एम्युनिशन उसमें रिकवर किया गया है। इसमें कोई कोलैटरल डैमेज नहीं हुआ है। क्लीन ऑपरेशन था। हम इस ऑपरेशन के हवाले से लोगों को रिक्वेस्ट करते हैं कि ऑपरेशन साइट में ना आया करें। ऑपरेशन साइट एक प्रोहिबिटेड साइट है और जैसे ये ऑपरेशन क्लीन ऑपरेशन रहा, इसलिए हम लोगों के शुक्रगुजार हैं।
In another incident in neighbouring Anantnag district, 5 security personnel sustained minor injuries in a grenade attack by terrorists in Arwani area of Bijbihara. The Ministry of Drinking Water and Sanitation has said that Swachh Bharat Mission is the world's largest public-funded sanitation program. In an interview to All India Radio News, Secretary in the Ministry, Parmeshwaran Iyer said the program works on 4 Ps: public funding, political will, partnerships and people's participation. The Secretary said,
this program, the 4 Ps, political will, that's seen by the Prime Minister and all the way down. Public funding, second P, you spoke about public fund. This program is the largest public funded sanitation program in the world. Political will, public funding, partnership. So it's not a government program, it's about working with development partners, Swachhagrahis, it's about partnership. And the last is people's participation, the 4th P.
Tune in to the FM Gold channel at 9:30 tonight to listen to the full interview in our year-end program series. Cold wave has intensified in North India. Entire Ladakh region of Jammu and Kashmir is reeling under bone-chilling cold conditions. Our correspondent reports that the Leh town recorded the minimum temperature of minus 15.8 degrees Celsius.
The freezing temperature is affecting the normal life and construction works have been suspended now in the region. Water bodies like rivers, irrigational reservoirs, canals and streams have been frozen. Youngton Dolma, AR News, Leh Ladakh.
The entire Kashmir division is also in the grip of severe cold wave as Srinagar experienced season's coldest night and mercury further dipped to minus 5.4. Cold wave conditions continued to sweep Uttar Pradesh with minimum temperatures dropping to as low as 4.4 degrees Celsius in the state capital Lucknow today. Muzaffarnagar remained the coldest district in the state with minimum temperature of 4 degrees Celsius. Rail traffic also remained affected due to fog in several places, with railways already suspending over 20 pairs of passenger and express trains crossing through Uttar Pradesh. The 4th season of Premier Badminton League PBL got underway in Mumbai this evening. In the first match, Hyderabad's Mark Kalyao defeated Lakshya Sen of Pune. Lakshya is ranked 109 in the world while Kalyao is 35th. Pune's Chirag Shetty and Matthias Bo lost to Kim Sa-rang and Bodin Isara of Hyderabad in the first doubles match of the tournament. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. GST Council cuts rates on several commonly used goods and services. Rationalizes 28% slab. Movie tickets and TVs to become cheaper. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says government's flagship schemes are women-centric. Accuses previous government of denying empowerment to women. In Karnataka, 8 Congress ministers inducted into Kumaraswamy cabinet. Prime Minister cautions police forces against the dark forces of radicalization and divisive elements exploiting caste fault lines. 6 terrorists, including close aide of Zakir Musa, killed in an encounter in Pulwama district of Jammu and Kashmir. Cold intensifies in North India. Mercury dips to almost minus 16 degrees Celsius in Leh. And in sports, Premier Badminton League begins in Mumbai. And that is all in the news at 9. Good night.